Thompson making some changes. Smith comes in for Porzingis, and it's Vasquez in for James Harden. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Paul's checked in. Here's Redick. Picked by Griffin. For three, Pierce. The Rockets pull it in.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Paul for three. Los Angeles with another miss. Rockets leading by 10. Smith drives in, and Henson kicks to Howard. Paul outside. Shoots from the line. Rebound by Vasquez.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And it's Paul penetrating. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
For the Rockets, Robin Lopez is checked in for Howard. And it's Valanciunas in for Henson. And then for the Clippers, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Griffin can't get it to go in.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here. With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Smith right side. They need this. Can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way. Pass to Smith. And pushing it up is Houston Rockets again in transition. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And Lopez has it in the corner. Vasquez dishes to Beverly. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Beverly's got 9.
Too much casual effort here. Lackadaisical getting back on defense here, fellas.
And it's costed them. Fast break baskets accounting for 7 of the last 10 points they've allowed.
Beverly against Paul. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul.
Checking in for your Rockets, James Harden.
7 seconds left in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Rockets on top, running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, here with Doc Rivers. And Doc, so far in this game, do you feel like the team is struggling getting good looks?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra passes every once in a while, but overall, our shots have been not bad. We got to get stops.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed arena, we are glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at Houston, they look absolutely determined to make sure this series goes the distance. And as well as they played in the first half, a Game 7 at this point appears all but inevitable. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay hot from three-point land in the second half, this game is over.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Porzingis is out there with Smith. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Just 5 on the clock. Pierce with it. Now Smith defending. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Rockets leading by 21. Passes it to Porzingis. Releases. Off the left. Driven out.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And it's good. 16 points for Paul Pierce.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Beverly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Paul passes to Redick. To the inside, Griffin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. For 3, Smith. And that one's good. Smith's got 10.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Inside, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Here's Porzingis. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with a timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Pierce. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today because without him, this thing would already be over.
Beverly against Paul. And it's Beverly missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Paul kicks to Griffin. It's Redick on the wing. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets leading by 20. Here's Beverly. Paul with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They get the rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw. And the Rockets making a change here. Henson's checked in. Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. And he misses all 3.